Hello, welcome to this unboxing video. My name is Doug Baker, Director of Sales here at Teledyne Hastings Instruments. And today we're going to unbox a 300 view mass flow controller. Specifically, it will be an HFC D302B flow controller with the optional color touchscreen display. And before we get started, I'd like to mention that the Digital 300 series of flow instruments can be built as either flow meters or as flow controllers. The difference being that flow controllers include an integrated proportional control valve. The Digital 300 series can be ranged from 0 to 5 standard cubic centimeters per minute, all the way up to 0 to 10,000 standard liters per minute. And we're here to help. You tell us what gas, flow rate, pressures, and we will help you select and configure the best model for your application. All of these instruments include analog output, which can be 0 to 5 volt, 0 to 10 volt, or 4 to 20 milliamp, and digital output via RS-232, 45, and via USB. So the first thing you will notice as we unbox the 300 view mass flow controller is that it is sealed inside a plastic bag. Components in a low flow mass flow controller can be very small. For example, the orifice diameter in this instrument is only 7/1000 of an inch, or around 200 microns. You will get better performance from a mass flow controller if you try to keep the area clean during installation. And if you think you might have contamination in your gas lines, then you're going to want to consider installing an inline filter. I want to draw your attention to the calibration label. There are several useful items listed here, including the model number, serial number, the expected range of pressures, both upstream and downstream, for proper operation of the valve, the STP, that is the reference standard temperature and pressure, the calibration date, and the setup of the analog and digital outputs. Now, if you do not use the upstream and downstream pressures as listed on the label, you may not get the best performance. I'm not saying that the mass flow controller will not work, but if there's not enough pressure drop across a valve, you may not get full flow. The other thing that can happen if you're outside the listed range of pressures is that you may get valve oscillation. So you want to use the pressures that are listed on the label. One other label that I want to point out, shown here, it says maximum working pressure 500 psig. What this means simply is that the instrument can be pressurized to 500 psig without harm to you or the instrument. It does not mean that the flow controller is set up to control flow at 500 psi. The range of expected pressures for proper operation of the flow controller are given on the calibration label. Of course, we can build a valve to operate with an upstream pressure of 500 psig or even 1000 psig. We are here to help you. Just let us know about your conditions and we will configure and build a flow controller that is best for your application. The 300 view mass flow controller has several connectors, which makes it very flexible and easy to use. We could power with either the 9-pin D connector or the 24-volt bayonet connector. Today, we will use this little DC power supply, and we will pop in the AC input clip like so. Okay, so today I'm going to use a small aquarium pump. That's going to be our gas supply. So I'm going to attach that on the inlet side here. And I'm just going to finger tight. I'm not going to worry about how leak tight it is. To enter the flow set point, we're going to touch set point, and then we enter the desired flow rate. In this case, I'm going to go to 100 SCCM, and the flow controller takes over. Good, we're controlling flow. So that's simple. At this point, I'd like to quickly go over the 3 views that are available. To get to each, we're going to use the view button right here. There is a graphical view, and I really like this one because I can always see the flow rate and any change that might be taking place. So you see that if I put my finger over the outlet, it dips down, quickly recovers. So that's nice. You can always see what's going on. The next view is the Totalizer View. So the Totalizer View lets us see how much integrated flow over time has gone into a process. Think of it like the odometer in a car. And reset is simple. We just go to the menu and hit reset. Resets the totalizer. And take the view to go back to the main screen. I want to thank you for spending some time and watching our unboxing video. If you have any questions about any of our mass flow controllers, mass flow meters, or vacuum gauges, just Google us at Teledyne Hastings. We have a live chat option that's available. Very easy. You do the live chat and you'll be talking to an applications engineer. Thanks again.